Ladies and gentlemen, hello, welcome to another episode of Guest Dw8, where my viewers submit games and I have to guess their stats based on nothing but their gameplay. If I get within 2% of their wins, or 250 of their WN8, then I win, and I don't have to give them gold. If I don't, then I owe them gold. This is a paid replay, so if you want to guarantee that your replay is used, look in the description of this video for details. Now, I believe I have to sort out audio. I did indeed. We have a Concept 1B on Ghost Town. Now, this thing is probably one of the most powerful tanks tier for tier in the entire game. It is madness. It's astonishingly mobile, has very effective armor, 10 degrees of gun suppression, solid DPM. It is just quite an astounding vehicle here at tier 9. So we'll have to see just how well this player can wield it. Now, getting some early shots on this position certainly isn't uncommon when you're offensive on Ghost Town. You can also do the same thing on the other side, getting shots at people progressing up the north here. But STB1 certainly did get the short end of the stick. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 TDs present on the enemy team. Somewhat of an alarming proposition, given that this is offensive assault. TDs are generally hard to attack into, but not when they do that. I don't know if the enemy team just didn't get the memo. Interesting that he didn't reload heat here. We do have heat as premium, which would do what is needed against the front of that STRV there, and there we go. Solid connection, solid penetration, and should get the next one. Nope. Now, it's interesting to me that he seems to be wanting to work his way around the side there. You can see that mobility just ducking in behind cover. And yeah, I don't know that this maneuver is merited given his team's progression in the mid. Like, there was nothing here that he needed to get the angle on, so coming around here just felt a little risky in my opinion. And perhaps a bit of poor play, but we will make choices like that occasionally. This time it worked out, so who cares? Alright, remind me what the HE pen is on this thing. 53, well alright then. Interesting, KPZ out wide. And he pings the map. Okay, good stuff. So, a skill that's lacking on a lot of players in water tanks is communicating information to your team, right? Not just getting shot by something that's been unspotted for the entire game and not telling anyone that information. Share! It will win you games, I promise you. Not everyone pays attention to it, but occasionally you get that game where someone says, oh, that guy says there's a tank there, and they'll use that information to make a more informed decision. And this is a bit passive at this point. Yes, you don't want to go forward and expose yourself to crossfire, but there's still a lot more work that you can be doing in the town, especially with something this mobile and flexible. So yeah, absolutely. Move somewhere else. This is basically a medium tank. You should play it like it is. Alright, lovely stuff. Should have a clean connection hit. Oh, unfortunate. I believe 0.38 accuracy on the Concept 1B here. Oh, very nice effort to keep the Yakpanzer alive there. I like to see that. Like to see that very much. Okay, so question at this point, honestly, is what's present at B4? I don't know where his shells are going. Because B4 is a relevant position for any form of egress along sort of D5, that kind of area. If someone was up on the high ground there, it would be very hard to progress, but if there was no one there, then we could certainly do that. And from the looks of things, maybe there's an STRV there, which would be troublesome. Now looking for Potential flank on the one here. Ooh, his nice awareness gets him a BZ for his trouble. But there's still potential of a Felice coming up behind. Loading HE here, potentially going to get the one shot, and he does. 5-5-4, that is a very nice roll from HE, but certainly a prudent use of HE shells for sure. Now this positioning is really nice because it sets up the crossfire from the Foch. So, thoroughly pleasant. Now, how do you win this circumstance? Well, at this point, potentially cap pressure is the way to go, right? Oh, and that's a very nice pickup. Worth noting, to apologize, worth noting that the shell travel time of the APCR shells on the Console 1P is really nice, like 1.4 meters per second. And the heat shells are really nice as well, like 1.1. These shells are speedy, so leading targets isn't particularly a challenge in the Console 1P. And this right here is one of the reasons that this is one of the most overpowered tanks activity in the game. It's just the mobility. Like, this is astounding mobility for a heavy tank of the armor profile that this thing provides. And with 10 degrees of gun depression as well, it's quite shockingly good. So, now that we reclaim B4, do you see how valuable that position is for considering an attack here? Now, I would probably not attack around this route, just because it puts me in front of the tortoise. Now, I would consider, at this point, we know the RT's around there, we theorize that. I would consider at this point proxy. So yoing up, proxying, and using this area, but I think that might get me killed at this point. I was thinking knowledge on the tortoise is very valuable, but you do kind of pressure him by sitting here at the same time. Do get spotted, potentially by the tortoise. KPZ is making a really nice maneuver around the flank there. Ooh, tortoise comes out, let's one shot fly, 310 pen. Does take him out, wonderful stuff. Okay, and it should be a fairly easy cleanup now. Felice with a quite astonishing lack of awareness. And it's a shame to see the STRV in the corner there, not really having an impact. Certainly in this endgame situation, an aggressive STRV could well have turned the tide if played correctly. Now, 18 seconds left on the cap. Does the IS-7 have anything to say about it? You certainly can appear wide and take out that WZ. We'll have to see if that comes into play. And maybe a long shot from the 2-1-2 at the end to get the last minute reset. And there you go. Nice work by the 2-1-2. Good positioning by him. Relocation for the purpose of that reset. Oh, and WZ leaves the cap. Interesting. Ooh, and now it gets a bit dramatic. Abandoning the cap. Doesn't want to get reset by RT again. Where is this IS-7? That is the most pertinent question at this point. KPZ is having a scuffle with the... Oh, and there's the IS-7. Right out of left field on 2.2k hit points. That is not good at all, but now we've got to work crossfire. We've got 3 tanks left on the battlefield. We've got to get them all involved in the fight at once, if at all possible. 1-1 is coming in. Give him the shot. Give him the shot. This guy is closing to you. If he gets in close, the engagement favors him. So you give him the shot while he moves. All right. You poke down the corner, get him to stop and aim and get him to slow down a little. Like, you give him a little bit of a shot, just a taster. If he fires on the move, he's less likely to hit. Like, you always give people the shot so that they're stopping and starting when you know that the engagement favors you if you wait, if you can slow it down, right? We'll have to see how we go here. Good pen on the side. KPZ goes after the 1-2-1. Good, good, good. Using the mobility, using the space. That's wonderful play. Wonderful play. Drop down to the left. Can't keep the 1-2-1 in the game, unfortunately. Beautiful work. Can probably get the turnaround now. Don't overcommit out. Lovely. Beautiful stuff. Go for the track, drive wheel, decent shot. Don't overcommit in here. Artie is still in play, remember that angle. Okay, pushing forward. Watch the Artie on the corner. Not much choice, you just gotta go for it at this point. HG for the pickup there. An odd choice, but it'll work. Now we know roughly where the Artie was. He made the shot earlier. He was over there towards the northern side of the spawn point. So let's see what we can do. Can we get the pickup right at the end? 2-1-2 should go down to one shot, 440 alpha damage. Let's see, do we get the spot here? Oh my god, it's going to be a... Are we going to get the pickup right at the end? It's going to be damn close. KPZ doesn't get the pickup with HG. He should get the reload, but should be a GG. He fires HG again. Woo. Wow, what a game, my dude. What a game. Lovely maneuver at the end there. Absolutely inspired maneuver. What am I thinking in terms of skill level? I will give it some thought and get back to you. There are certain things in this gameplay that, in my opinion, keep it out of the other echelons of skill level. The relocation wide, the passive play at around G6, G7, that was very obviously a position that wasn't going to bear any fruit. We spent about 45 seconds to a minute there, whereas I think a better player would have spent like 20 seconds because of the mobility that you have in this tank. I think stagnancy at certain times in the gameplay, but there was a really nice maneuver at the end. So my instinct is sort of 56, 57, somewhere around there. Let's say 57, I feel like a little lower, 56.54, and let's go 2,400. No, let's go, yeah, 2,499 WN8. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let's see, 56.54, 2,499. Come on. Oh, not bad. Not bad at all. Getting better recently. Always love to see that. Good stuff. Hey, I won one. I haven't won one in a while. Thank you so much for sending that in. Appreciate it very much. If you want to see more of these episodes, link to the past and next episodes in the description. Consider channel membership if you want to get early access to my videos as soon as they are uploaded. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Humanity peaks at our community manager. He is mentally jacked and strengthening our backs just like the counterweight on the turret of the challenger. Cause if we find ourselves in a crappy mood, you will brighten our day just through your attitude. Steven and Peabody, badass crew. So please take the song as a token of my gratitude.